This is the advisor orientation for Public Health Round 1 and 2 for the Hostess State Leadership Conference for Alabama. Public Health Round 1 takes place Thursday morning at 10:30 a.m. This is when the competitors actually report. The event manager, personnel, and judge orientations are at 9:45. Round 2 is Thursday afternoon at 2:30 as far as the competitor report time, but the Round 2 event manager personnel orientations are at 1:45 p.m. Round 2 judge orientation is at 2:10. Please see the competitive event schedule for your specific room assignment. Be prepared to run the event. Round 1 is a preliminary viewing of the public health presentation, and Round 2 is a portion that features the full presentation. Plan to have 2 judges in each round, but the event can be ran with 1 judge. Advisors will be managing the event, and event personnel may include advisors with students in the event, but they should not be judging. Preparations for State Leadership Conference. Print and review your event's guidelines. The event manager is responsible for coordinating the event and will report to headquarters to get the event binder. Other event personnel should plan to meet in the event room for event setup and to start orienting the judges. Related to confidentiality, all advisors should complete the online confidentiality agreement prior to State Leadership Conference. The link is found here. Dana has also emailed that out recently to everyone, and the goal, of course, is to have that done before you arrive, but if you had to, you could do it on your phone as well. Judges are not required to complete this agreement. Hard copies are available in headquarters. Confidentiality has to be of utmost importance in order to assure equity in future events. Advisors and students are not allowed to enter, observe an event other than their assigned one at any time for any reason. Pictures or copies may not be taken of events or event materials, skills, or equipment. Round 1 specifics. These are 2 to 6 member teams who created an effective, dynamic, creative public health presentation. Just be advised of the topic for the year. We are trying to reuse these videos, so we're not going to specifically say every year's topic. Teams will report to the event site at their appointed time. They have 4 minutes to convince the judges to want to view the full presentation, and teams will bring their own equipment to deliver the presentation. Judges use the Round 1 rating sheet Scantron rubric to evaluate. The STEM Premier upload should be in place since students went through qualification. Round 2 specifics. Top scoring teams from Round 1 will progress to Round 2 for the presentation portion. Team members deliver their full presentation within 10 minutes, and the Round 2 judging rubric Scantrons will be used. Orientation to Public Health Round 1 and 2 is completed through this video. Binders should be picked up at headquarters. A separate binder video has already been sent out. The manager will receive the following at headquarters: a binder with event directions, the competitor team list per round, scripts, judging, rubrics or Scantrons for the judges, event survey forms, and judges' gifts. If the assigned event manager cannot attend or pick up the materials, notify Dana Stringer as soon as possible. Another member of the event team will be asked to attend. It is imperative that someone be present to obtain the event materials and any additional instructions. The event manager and personnel should be very familiar with the public health guidelines and follow them precisely. After the manager picks up the event binder, we should have a plan to orient the judges, get the students in the room, call roll, check identification, orient the students to the event per round. Consider where students will wait their turn. In the holding area, or will they get appointment times? Check the dress code. Just a reminder that no guidelines are required for Round 2, but they are for Round 1, and have a plan to keep the judges on schedule. Suggestions: orient the judges to the rubrics and time limits of the event. Make sure they're familiar with the guidelines. Review the important points to be sure they understand. Review the rubrics and stress consistency. Each judge will complete their own rubric in a Scantron form. They may come together and discuss rubric scores after all competitors have been scored. They must break any tie. They should not write notes on the Scantron rubric itself. Use a notepad. These stray marks on the Scantron could keep it from being graded. Remind them that they can't give advice to the competitors. Thank you is acceptable, good job is not, and advisors will notify judges if the competitors did not follow the guidelines. Each room will have a table outside the door. Check the roster, ID, and dress code at the table as they enter the room. The dress code should be checked discreetly. If there is a dress code violation, keep it confidential. Have a second event person discreetly look at the student's dress and make a mutual decision. If unsure, err on the side of the student. If there is a violation, document it and the points will be adjusted at headquarters. The guidelines for this event state that the host's uniform, proper business attire, costumes, or any attire appropriate to the presentation is acceptable. Dress code documentation. Only document violations, but anything appropriate is okay in this event. Reminder that we have a master summary form this year where we are documenting additions and no-shows and violations like dress code and ID and cell phone. After students have been checked in and are standing in the room, instruct students to the process of the event. Instruct them about the order or appointment time in which they will compete, the holding area, answer any questions at this time, send them to holding or instruct them to return at their appointment time. That is your decision. In case of a tie, the tiebreaker will be determined by the areas on the rating sheet sections with the highest point value in descending order. Students will not know final results until award session. We cannot give individual students team suggestions for improvement, but the judges can create a list of general suggestions that Dana can share with everyone after State Leadership Conference. Make this list of suggestions on the event survey, and remember that consistency makes equitable competitive events. Keep the goal in mind. Our goal is to set an example of high standards and integrity for our students, while being as fair and equitable as possible. These are leadership qualities we hope to instill in all of our members. Be the example. Conduct the event as you would like others to conduct events for your students. Grievances. If a student has a grievance, listen carefully. If you can fix the issue, fix it if it can be fair. If you're unsure how to fix it, or even if it needs to be fixed, refer to their advisor. Their advisor can bring the grievance to headquarters in a professional and confidential manner. Keep in mind that everyone is doing their best and that we are human. When the event is complete, thank the judges. Provide them with a thank you card and gift that the manager will pick up from headquarters. The gift will be picked up. The thank you cards are in the binder. Gather all supplies and straighten the room. Complete the event survey. That would be event personnel, managers, and judges all complete the survey. Refer to the event binder for instructions on what items should be placed in the front pocket. There is a check sheet shown here on this slide that will be in that front pocket, and make sure that all of those are accounted for. The event manager or personnel should return the binder and all other supplies to headquarters. Thank you so much. We could not make Alabama host a state leadership conference possible without you.